Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog, the only thing I'm currently keeping up on here on this channel. But I hope you're enjoying them. So it is currently Bank Holiday Monday. I've literally just finished the vlog that I put up last week. If you missed it, I'll link it up here for you. Check it out. I actually managed to finish a book, which might be, I don't know, something that happens again this week. It might not happen again this week. We will see. But if it sounds like something's taking off, my laptop is currently taking off to try and export that video. But happy Bank Holiday Monday if you're in the UK and you celebrate. It's not if you celebrate, but if you were lucky enough to have the day off, I hope you enjoyed it, doing something fun, and if you had to work, then I hope you got paid double time. My laptop's being quite loud actually. I thought I'd just start this vlog because I don't think I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Not in a mean way, but because tomorrow we have got a gig. We're going to go see Tenacious D, which I'm so excited to do. I love this band. I probably won't know like half the songs that they've come out with because if they've come out with new stuff, I don't know it. But I'm hoping they're at least going to pay like tribute and stuff, so either way it's going to be a good time. I'm going with Jack and some of our friends. If you hear other noise, Jack is also trying to build something. I don't know what he's doing. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to talk to you tomorrow, so I thought I might as well start this now, and then we'll see where we go for the rest of the week, because I'll be back to talk to you on Wednesday. So reading wise, not too sure when I'm going to be in the mood to read, if I'm honest. I am hoping that this is the week that The Last Shield by Cameron Johnson drops through my door, because I think that's part of like why not completely why my reading is like doing this thing, but because I've kind of got my heart set on this arc now, I'm like, I don't want to read anything else but this arc, so I'm waiting for it to drop through my door so I can start it. I'm hoping that it's going to drop through my door tomorrow, because everyone else got theirs last week that I could see, and I just want it so much. So if that drops through my door, I'm going to read that. I also got a notification that my Waterstones package has shipped. And that is, let me double check what that is. Oh, Christina Henry's new book, The House That Horror Built. So if I want to read a horror book, I can read that. She's like an auto-boy author for me. I have read like 2 of her books, but I own almost all of them. I think I'm missing a couple of the fairy tale ones, but all of her like newer books I've bought as they come out, which is pretty cool. So most of mine are signed. So yeah, I could read that. We'll see how I feel. As I'm currently filming this right now, I have got an audiobook that I could read, which I plan to read on my way to and from work, which is it's A Song of Wraith and Ruin. I don't know, I'm holding this up, that's not the right book. I'm listening to that audibly on BookBeat, so hopefully I can get some of that read. Currently I'm on 2%. Maybe I could read some of that this week, not too sure. I also started this last week when I was going through my thriller phase, thriller mystery. I am 19 pages in, I'm on chapter 5. What I love about this book so far is that the chapters are stupidly short. There's like 80 chapters in this tiny little book because some of them are like 2 pages long, that's it. I love a short chapter. It makes you feel like you're conquering the world. And if anyone else agrees, let me know down below, because I can't be the only one. So I would love to finish this as well, because obviously I've started it. There are many books that I have started that I've been talking about a lot. One that I really, really want to concentrate on though at some point is this, which is The Grace of Kings, because we will be doing a live show for this at some point, surely. And I am 50 pages into this, and I need to get this done. I'm not reading it audibly. I don't think you can get an audiobook for this in the UK, so I need to read it physically anyways. So I just kind of need to find my love of fantasy again and read this, if I'm completely honest, which I'm sure will happen at some point. But yeah, we'll want to do the live show for this pretty soon, I would have thought. Now we're on the 6th of May, as I'm currently filming this. And if I want to carry on with the thriller mysteries, then I've got, you know, a couple I can pick up. I've also got The Box in the Woods and 9 Liars by, I Can't remember the person who wrote Truly Devious. Is it Margaret Johnson? Something like that. And then if I want to go more dark academia-esque, then I've got so many books that I could pick for that as well, including obviously rereading Ninth House, so I can read Hellbent, The Ravens, The Monarchs, Plain Bad Heroines that I was meant to read earlier this year and didn't. So a lot of choice. I've got so much choice on these shelves. I'm not reading them. Another update as well is that I've cancelled my Illumicrate. I will no longer be getting Illumicrate unless I re-sign up. Because all the books that were kind of pegged to come up, or predicted to come up I should say, are all very romance heavy, and I read the blurbs of them and none of them made me want to read them. So I was like, I'm not paying for this for another 3 months to not enjoy the books. I'm gonna cancel. And that's what I did. So yeah, no longer getting that. Definitely getting Fairy Loot for the month of May, possibly June as well, because it's the like sequel roughly for the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Trisha Levenseller book that I got in like 2020 when I first started Fairy Loot, and I kind of liked that, to be honest, even though it was a romance book. So we might get the sequel and see how we go with that. But yeah, kind of feels like I could get FOMO from not having these very pretty books, but at the same time I'm watching all these books come in and land on my shelves and I'm not reading them, and it's starting to stress me out because my shelves are full, or they're still a mess, and I'm not reading, and these books are coming in. I'm watching the money that I spend on books go up, and I'm very glad for my tracker because it's putting me in my place a little bit, if I'm honest. I've already hauled, if I check this now, if I go to my core pile, because you can track new books. Wow, the white light is like bright now. For this year, right, so no judgment guys, because you know my money is mine and I can do what I want with it. This is so bright. I'm trying to like stop it making my face glow. But I think I've read like 29, 30 books now, if I include that one that I've just finished, One of Us Is Back, that I finished. Yeah, so that'll be 30 books. So bearing in mind I've read 30 books so far, I've hauled 51 books this year. I have not done a haul yet. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a haul, or if you want me to wait. It's getting to a point where I'm like, I think I might need to do a haul because 50 books is already crazy to talk about. So I'm hoping my hauls will get a little bit smaller in that regard. And I've spent over £500 on books already this year. And that's not all subscription boxes, like I've bought some. But I think majority of my books, let me see how I've got. Okay, so the most of my books I have bought. I love my little graph. I have a graph for this. I've bought 17 books this year, and I've bought 10 in from book boxes. However, the 17 that I have bought, I've paid for most of them, because obviously I do like pre-orders, but I do also use my gift card points on some stuff. So why did I put that there? That's not right. Should be 0. Also, the cost of books has gone up, so you know that's also part of it. But yeah, so it's a lot of money, it's a lot of books. I've read 5 of the ones that I've actually received, bought, whatever, so far this year. So that's a little bit crazy. So yeah, cutting down on my book boxes will probably bring that amount down, and it will also make my hauls smaller, which is good because I can't keep hauling this amount of books. I don't have the space. Like, this is the extent of my shelves. You can pretty much see all of them apart from... Can you see this shelf? Yeah, you can. So yeah, literally, you can pretty much see all of my shelves in this room. Once that's gone, that's gone, you know? So I'm trying to be better with what I'm bringing in. And I'm still going to pre-order books, obviously, but like there's books that are coming in book boxes that I'm like, oh, they're really pretty, but I've got no interest in them anyway, so I wouldn't go out of my way to pre-order them. And I like getting book boxes because it's like, oh, these are books that I've never heard of, that's pretty cool. but at the same time, it is cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm also not reading them because I don't have that like instant, like, I want to read this right now, you know? I don't know if it's going to be forever. I probably will resubscribe to something or other things maybe at some point, I don't know, or I might not. And I feel like I might possibly subscribe to the Lot Library for October, because they're still at the point currently, this could change later on in this year, but they're still at the point where they don't sell out of boxes every single month, so they still have spots available. So I don't know, we'll see. That might change, but yeah, we'll see. I'm babbling. I'm gonna stop babbling. I'm gonna let you stop listening to the Jack nailing things downstairs and my computer taking off as it tries to do whatever it's trying to do, and I will come back probably on Wednesday now with an update of some description, hopefully reading something, and I will talk to you then. See you later. Hello everyone, and happy Friday. Working from home today. This is something from Final Fantasy, and it's a stress ball. I've just found it on the desk, so I have to faff with it. Yeah, I literally start working like 4 minutes, so I thought I'd just quickly jump on here and say I'm not dead. I was meant to film throughout this week, and I haven't. But hopefully that's going to change over this weekend. I'm off this weekend. Jack is off this weekend. Hopefully I can actually film some actual content for you guys for next week that isn't just a vlog. Wouldn't that be nice? Maybe that I can do that this weekend. But here in the UK, it's not really a heat wave, but the temperature has like gone up considerably. So my house is a nice little oven, because I will say I love this house in the summer, and you'll hear this a lot from me during any heat waves we have in the summer. I love my house in the winter. It keeps heat in. I can just wander around. It doesn't get overly cold. In the summer though, it retains the heat and it becomes a little bit too toasty, but it's fine. So yeah, I have been doing a bit of reading. I have read more of Song of Wraiths and Ruin audibly on BookBeat. I'm enjoying it, like it's a YA. We're not really at the point, actually that's a lie, we are at the point, or I am at the point because I am reading the book, where we are about, like, our 2 points of views are mid-meet, or they're almost meeting. I love the idea that this is a competition style story. I love a trial, even if it's a YA trial. And yeah, so the main premise is that we are following the princess, and we are following, I think her name is Karina, and then a young boy called Malik. Malik is from a place that is discriminated against in this city. His sister wishes upon a magical being and then gets taken by some spirit because she had a wish, you know, fulfilled on his land. Which forces Malik into entering this competition to get close to the princess, because the task and the deal that he has made is to kill her. And then the princess doesn't really want to be the princess, but it just seems like she gets tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. And when the latest tragedy strikes, she has to kind of take up the mantle, so to speak, and lead this festival, which is the reason that this trial is going on. I don't think I explained that very well, but I think you get the gist. There's a trial, the boy's taking part in it, the girl, target. But they're both after different things, which is very, very cool. Obviously, his goal is to kill her, and I think it tells you in the blurb that her goal is to kill whoever wins the competition. So, it's a lot of death in this book. Definitely check out trigger warnings for loss of parents, loss of siblings, loss of family in general, grief, that sort of thing. I haven't even got to the halfway point yet, I don't think, and that is very prevalent throughout this book, so just bear that in mind. As I've already mentioned, I think somewhere I'm using BookBeat to read this book through a free trial that I have found on many booktubers platforms. I can't remember whose code I used. if I'm honest, but I've seen Steph talk about them from Steph Loves, Jade from Jada Ray Reads, Book Nest, so Beth. I think I've seen a Frolic, no, I can't remember. I've seen someone else talk about it as well. So obviously if you want to give it a go, you get 40 hours in your free trial, because that's how it works, and then it's like $9.99 a month or something for 50 hours a month, which I suppose if you're reading 2 smaller audiobooks a month is great. If you're reading chunkier audiobooks, because it counts down your hours for the actual amount of time in the book, so even if you speed it up, it's still going to be whatever it says in the book description, which makes sense. But if you read chunkier books, then, and you try and read like more than 1 chunky book a month, then I could see how that would be an issue. You can like pay for more hours. I think the price just goes up. So it's not sponsored. I've just kind of done a bit of a deep dive into it to see if there's any point in switching from Audible to this, because, you know, in Audible you use credits, this you don't. I don't know. So, do you know what? I might just do like maybe I'll do a review video or something about them, because not about necessarily just BookBeat, but I have tried BookBeat, I've tried Scribd, I've got Audible. Maybe it'd be worth doing that. Just to kind of let you guys know what the ins and outs are, because it can be difficult looking for the best way to listen to audiobooks for you if you don't just want to use like your library, or your library doesn't have a lot of options. But yeah, so I'm alive, I'm reading to an extent. I need to concentrate on The Grace of Kings this weekend, because we've discussed doing the live show for it next week, so I need to get my butt in gear and read that, so I will be taking that downstairs with me, because I'm going to work downstairs, because up here will get unbearably hot soon. I need to go and start my work day, so I will possibly come and check, well, I will come and check in with you later, because I do have a book that I need to open. It's not the ARC that I'm eagerly anticipating, but it is a new release, so we'll see. And I am keeping all of my fingers crossed that my ARC comes through the door today or tomorrow, because I just want to read it, and I think that's the main thing. But anyways, I'm going to shut up. I will talk to you later today. See you then. Hello everyone, and happy Sunday. Probably haven't spoken to you for a couple of days, actually. I don't think this is my best vlog. Let's just put that out there. But we're going to have a bit of a chat, because I've got some books to open. I'm still without, and you probably can hear my washing machine just kick in. I am still without my copy of The Last Shield by Cameron Johnson, and I am devastated. No, I'm okay. I can cope. However, it does mean that since I don't have that book, I have not put my TBR on hold. So I can literally sit and read more of Grace of Kings. I am almost 100 pages in. This is proving difficult to read only because it is such old school fantasy, I would say. It's, I don't know, like, it's not even that chunky a book really in the grand scheme of things, but it is slow going for me at the minute, because we've not had that hook. But I think I'm getting to the point where I'm getting that hook. So we're gonna just go with that, and we're gonna carry on today. Jack is out. I think I might need to go and do a food shop today. I need to figure out what we want to eat for the week, but I think I should go and do a food shop today. Either I will go today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. But yeah, I am 93 pages in, so I've still got a ways to go, but we're getting there. It's just, I don't know if I think it's probably me at the minute, and I think I'm just in a bit of a, especially adult fantasy book slump. I think that could be what it is. Obviously adult fantasy takes a bit more brain power, and sometimes I just don't have that to give to anything other than, you know, myself. But I do have other book mail. We're gonna open these. I know what they are. And I'm excited to open them. I'm not sure when I'm going to read them, but I'm excited to open them because book mail makes me happy. So let's go. Cool. Let's open this one because this was a pre-order, oh gosh, from an auto by author. Also, I'm sorry, I look a little bit like rough. But today I do not want to wear contacts because I've been wearing them and they've been bugging me, and I think my allergies are finally kicking in. So we're going to take a break from them. I didn't know it was coming with sprayed edges. It's the new Christina Henry book, The House That Horror Built, and it is signed by the author. Oh my gosh, look at that for a bookplate. How cool is that? Very, very cool. So Christina Henry is an auto by author for me. Have I read all of her books that I've ever got by her? No, I've read like 2. But you know, that's not the point. So this says, single mum Harry Adams has always loved horror movies. So when she's offered a job cleaning for revered horror director Javier Castillo, I think, she leaps at the chance. His forbidding Chicago mansion, Bright Horses, is filled from top to bottom with terrifying props and costumes, as well as glittering awards from his decades-long career, making films that thrilled audiences and dominated the box office, until family tragedy and scandal forced him to vanish from the industry. Javier values discretion, so Harry tries to clean the house immaculately and keep her head down. She needs the money from this job to support her son. But then she starts hearing noises from behind a locked door, noises that sound remarkably like a human voice calling for help, though Javier lives alone and never has visitors. Harry knows that not asking questions is a vital part of keeping her job, but she soon finds that the house and her enigmatic boss have secrets she can't ignore. Dun dun dun. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go. Honestly, I'd love to just like kind of do a Christina Henry reading vlog, I think, because I do have literally all of her books. Like all of them. And I've only really read Alice and Near the Bone. And I've got so many others on my shelves. I don't even own all of them. I don't think I own... Which ones don't I own? I don't own... Does she have a list? Ah, here you go. I've got a list. I don't own The Mermaid. Is that all? I think that's the only one I actually don't own, which is the dark retelling of The Little Mermaid, which is why I originally like got into her books, because she does... Alice is obviously a dark retelling of Alice in Wonderland, and she is at the start of that in an insane asylum with a man beside her, like in the cell next to her, called Hatcher, and there's a fire and they manage to escape, and Hatcher doesn't remember what got him to be locked up in this insane asylum, but they know it's something bad. So it's very interesting, to be fair. I did enjoy reading that. It is very dark. And then I just never continued with The Red Queen or Through the Looking Glass, which were 2 follow-ons. One was a sequel, and I think The Looking Glass is like short stories or something. But I got those years ago. I'm pretty sure I found her and her books in like 2020. Collecting her books was what, you know, kind of got me through lockdown and many other things. But I think her edition of Through the Looking Glass was one of the first like sprayed edged books I ever got, which is insane thinking about how many I now own. So yeah, thank you to me for buying this. I'm looking forward to giving that a go. It's very much like a Halloween book, and we're in May, and it's a bit too sunny outside to be reading Halloween books, I think, maybe. I don't know. Depends who you are, I suppose. Some people love reading Halloween books all year round. And then this is my pre-order of the Mime order, which I'm trying to get out of the box. So, if you do not know, which I'm sure most of you probably do, Samantha Shannon, who wrote The Bone Season, has been re-releasing the books that she's already released, again in hardback, and rewritten, because The Bone Season was like the first book that she ever read, and wrote and published. Can you tell I've just woken up? Wrote and published, and now she's like re-releasing them, which is a little bit bonkers, bearing in mind, you know, she hasn't completed the series yet, she's just re-releasing them. So I can't tell you anything about this one because it's a sequel. I have read the first book, I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to rereading it in the way that she's written it. But there you go. Those are the books that I've recently bought. for myself. I'm going to leave this here and hopefully start some reading. Also, we've been given our allocations for Spiffbo, so I will be starting that content at some point. But otherwise, I'm going to leave this here and I will catch up with you possibly later with a reading update. See you then. Hello everyone and happy Monday. So I'm here to wrap up this reading vlog, where again I did not read an awful lot, but you know, we're just going to start using these as being chatty things, really. Places for me to come and talk to people, because I'm not doing an awful lot of reading. Yesterday, I did actually read. I can't hold them up because I have left them downstairs, but I did read more of The Grace of Kings. And I did read more of Credible Threats, because why not? We have moved the live show date for Grace of Kings. It's already been announced. It's now the 20th of May. On Lisa's channel, it'll be on the Twitter, so I'll link the Twitter down below for you, so you can check that out. But yeah, so I have a little bit more time to read Grace of Kings. It is slow going, and it's not slow going because it's bad. I don't think it's bad. It's slow going because it's just quite, I don't know, like it's dense, but it's not dense. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. It's written in like an old school kind of way, I suppose, in the sense that it's not lyrical at all. It's very to the point, which I get, and I do enjoy to a point, but it kind of takes more brain power for me to pay attention to something like that. So yeah, it's just taking me a little bit longer, but I am over 100 pages into it now, so I just need to crack on with that this week and maybe try and read 50 pages a day. Maybe I'll try and set that as a goal in like my next week reading vlog, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, that's literally everything for this vlog. This vlog is a lot shorter than it has been in the past. So if you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. It really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of how you have managed to stay cool here in the UK, if you are in the UK, or just tips on how you stay cool. It's cooled down a lot today, but this past week, I think that's also why I haven't filmed, because upstairs has been unbearably warm, and I have things I need to film in here that I just haven't been able to do because upstairs has just been awful, but it's better now. So yeah, let me know how you stay cool. If you want to leave me any emojis, leave me any, oh, the little smiley face with the sunglasses, leave me one of them. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I try to upload twice a week. It hasn't been happening. I've just been uploading weekly reading vlogs. I'm hoping to turn that around, and I think I might talk about that more in next week's vlog, about what my plan might be going forward from the end of May. Nothing too scary, but I think I might need to maybe stop uploading twice a week, maybe only do like a sit down video once a week, and do like monthly vlogs. Not sure, need to figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna probably talk about that more in next week's vlog. But that is everything for this week's reading vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing me chat. But that's everything for today. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.